What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Third and Reckless. It's your boy, JP, your host. And man, we got a lot of football to catch up on. This last week been hectic, man. I've been out of town. The whole weekend I was out of town. So I didn't get to watch all the games. Sunday, I left Saturday after work, then went straight out like 3.5 hours away. Went over there, they had a quinceanera. After that, Sunday, drove back, watched a little bit of football Sunday night, but after that, man, I was ready to go to bed. It was lights out, man. It was a long weekend. But we're gonna get into last night game, Seattle and Arizona. After Seattle put that whooping on the Saints, they come into Arizona and beat Arizona 23-20, man. This game was out of hand for Arizona in the first half. They couldn't get a lot going. Kyler Murray throwing picks. I mean, Marvin Harrison dropping balls, stopping on routes. It looked bad for Arizona in the first half. I just thought this game was out of hand. I thought the Seahawks was going to do the same thing. But as you know, when it comes to division games, they will be close. It doesn't matter. You see these guys twice a year, so it's going to be close. But let's get into it. So the Seahawks won on a 52-yard field goal by Jason Myers as the time expired. Now you seen that boy over there sniffing that salt. Now you know if you sniffing some salt, you finna go crazy. But they banned that salt in the NFL for the teams to buy. They can't provide players with the smelling salts, but the players can get it themselves if they want to. I mean, I've never tried the ammonia little salt. I've never done that. I've done powerlifting. I played football, and I've never done that. So I don't know like how it makes you feel, but apparently it opens you up, like gets you more oxygen in your body or whatnot. But I'm no scientist, and I don't get into stuff like that. But yeah, Sam Darnold, Sammy Darts, man, that boy he didn't he when he came into a starting role, you didn't think this would be Sam Darnold. When you see him at the Jets, you're like, man, this is not gonna be. This guy's trash. He found himself when he went to the Vikings. Once JJ McCarthy got hurt and he got into that offense, he got into that rhythm. He found himself. Now he's one of them guys in the NFL. Now he's not a journeyman, you know. So he looked like he know what he's doing around here now. He was 18 to 26. He threw for 242 yards and a touchdown. Balling out. He's having a year. That guy's doing good this year, man. He had a good year last year. Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker was running crazy. 81 yards, man. Jackson Smith and Jigma. He had 79 yards. He got to a slow start. He really wasn't getting a lot of balls thrown his way, but he finished with 80 yards. That's good, man. Like I said, with the Seahawks got a good defense. They looking good. They held them boys to 3 points in the first half. They was shutting it down, man. They looking nice. That puts them in second place behind the injured 49ers. Talking about Seattle. Seattle got a long way to go. Well, really, I mean, I feel like they can come out of this division, seeing that San Francisco got so many injuries. I mean, you got two quarterbacks that's possibly injured, Mac Jones and Brock Purdy. Then Nick Bosa out for the year with the what he had, an ACL, right? Yeah, Nick Bosa out with with the ACL knee injury. Then Brandon Ayuk is still out. There's no telling when he's gonna come back from his ACL injury from last year. And then Juwan Jennings still out. So that's a real injured team over there. So this division really could be wide open. You got San Francisco sitting at 3-0 up top. Then Seattle at number 2, 3-1. Then behind them, the Chargers. I said the Chargers, the Rams at 2-1, and then the Cardinals sitting last at 2-2. But that's nothing to say. This division could be wide open because we don't know what's gonna happen with San Francisco. Let me see who they play this week. So week 4, man, it's crazy. We're already in week 4, man. This NFL season just be flying by. It's crazy. 49ers got the Rams, so wait, no, they don't. That's week 5. What am I talking about? 49ers got the Jags. We'll see what the Jags can do. See if they could come in and get a dub over there with against the injured 49ers. Yeah, but we should be talking about Marvin Harrison Jr., man. He got to find himself. He done had a lot of drop balls, like 6 or 7 within the last 2 games. And coming in, he was he's the number 1 receiver for Arizona and for Kyler Murray. And it's hard when you're not finishing your routes and you're losing confidence by dropping ball. So I feel like Marvin Harrison, he gonna come back to himself. You see in the second half, he had 5 catches. So he gonna find himself, get back in rhythm, and get back right with Kyler Murray. I know one of them picks, man. It was early in the ball game when Kyler Murray threw that pick, and then they end up fumbling. But that was Marvin Harrison stopping on that route. He could have finished that route, and it's no telling where that ball would have been placed if he would have kept running. But you could say that was one of his interceptions from that boy Marvin Harrison Jr. But he had good hands, man. His dad was a beast, man. So Marvin Harrison, you seen what he did at Colts. So all you gotta do is get with his pops, man. He'll be all right, you know. Yeah, man, we are in to week 4. We started week 4 football already, man. It's crazy, man. It's like it feel like just yesterday we was just starting with football and it's already week 4, man. Let's get into some stories around the NFL. The New York Football Giants are benching Russell Wilson and letting Jackson Dart get his spin. Now, I told y'all, this was week 1. I told y'all, Jackson Dart will be starting by week 3 or week 4. We're going into week 4. They're going to the Chargers, and Jackson Dart is the starter. I told y'all. Brian Daboll, the head coach of the New York Giants, is on a hot seat. He has to find a way to change this team around and quick, or he gonna be gone. He not gonna have an opportunity to even coach Jackson Dart, who they picked up in the draft. So, with that being said, what else should he do? Let's bench Russ. He's too inconsistent. You gotta bench him. You gotta put Jackson Dart in, your rookie, and let him get some spin. I knew this was coming from week 1. Did I think it would actually happen this quick? No. Reason why. You got a rookie quarterback sitting behind a veteran, a Super Bowl winning quarterback. You want him to get as much knowledge of the game as he can. No, you cannot get a lot of knowledge, a lot of reps. What I'm trying to say, you can't get a lot of knowledge from sitting on the bench. You have to be in game getting live reps for you to get better. But if you got a Super Bowl winning quarterback that you could sit and learn from week after week after week, you can see what needs to be done, what you need to do, what you don't need to do. Maybe the Giants said, hey, we're going to start Jackson Dart at some point this year, but not early. Let's let him sit back and see how Russ do. Because I mean, Russ on a 1-year deal. Russ not gonna be playing next year. Let's get Jackson Dart in there and get him into the flow. Let me pull up Russ stats. I thought after week two, I was like, oh, never mind. Maybe they won't. maybe Russell Wilson done found himself. But no. I'm talking about when he played Dallas. I'm thinking about that game. But week one, he had 160 yards with a passer rating of 43. Terrible. Dallas, that's when he threw 450 yards, his second highest with 3 touchdowns, but he threw that interception late, which didn't make any sense. Then against Washington, he had 168 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, 59% passer rating. It was only right that they benched Russ because you know what he can do. Let's see what our rookie can do. Let's get him in the game. Let's get him ready for the future. Because you got Russell Wilson and you got Jameis Winston. Neither one of them are going to be your starters in the future. Yeah, but with Russ, I mean, shoot, starting off the year, I mean, he almost did have 800 yards with that 450 passing yards against Dallas. And that's another story. Dallas, that defense, suspect. While we're on the subject of Dallas is going to be hosting the Green Bay Packers this Sunday, which is going to be one of the games I'm really tuned into. I'm looking forward to this game. Micah is returning to Dallas, and he's not getting a tribute video. I mean, you got to think about it. He only played there for a short stint. You got to be one of them legends to get a tribute video going back to your old team. But Micah, when asked about playing against Dak or sacking Dak, it's going to be painful. That's my guy. He was always like a good mentor for me. But you know how it is. He always told me if I ever faced him that it'll be a great matchup. So I'm excited to see what Sunday brings itself. Now, Micah still dealing with that injury, that back injury. Hopefully he gets better this week during practice. I know it's game in 2 days, so hopefully he gets better. I mean, he coming to this game with 1.5 sacks, 5 tackles, and 6 quarterback hits. And he's second in the NFL with 19 quarterback pressures, which is why I feel like Micah is going to go crazy this game. They got an injured offensive lineman, talking about Dallas. They're rookie. So now you got to put somebody in that spot. Knowing Micah's on the outside, but they're going to be doubling. So you think the backup is going to have enough chemistry with the starting tackle to pick up where the tackle drops down, or So Micah is gonna go crazy, and then you got Rashawn Gary on the other side. So you double team one, somebody on that line is getting free. They're gonna be pressuring Dak all game, and then CeeDee Lamb is out with that high ankle sprain. Who you gonna throw the ball to? You gonna get So now Dak got to find a new target. Who you gonna give? George Pickens? Let George Pickens get his touches this week. Turpin, or who you gonna go to? Jordan, Jalen Tolbert. Who knows? So that's gonna be one of them games to watch this week. If y'all want to watch some football, that's gonna be one of them games right there. But let's get into the week 4 matchups. The Saints are going to the Bills to get blown out again. I'm sick of them. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of them. I'm done. Vikings and Steelers, they playing in Dublin. I think they flying out like today or tomorrow to get to Dublin. I think it's 3 games over there. They just signed a deal to play 3 games over there, something like that. The Chargers and New York Giants. The Chargers been on a run. I like the Chargers this year. They are playing ball. Justin Herbert, man, he's balling out. 860 yards this season for the last 3 games already. Then they got their rookie Omarion Hampton. Hey man, these boys looking good, bruh. I like that. I like that team led by Derwin James on the defense. That's a good ball game. A ball club. I like the Chargers. Titans and Texans. Oof. Battle of the 0-3s. Now, this this past July, I had an opportunity to go out to Tennessee. I went to Nashville. We were visiting Nashville. And they were doing mini camp out there. So me and a couple of guys, we had went out to the Titans practice to see how they were looking. And Cam Ward a good guy, man. He could throw the ball. It's just, can he have time to throw the ball? Offensive line isn't gonna get him. Are they gonna give him enough time to throw the ball? I like Cam Ward. And then Houston Texans. Houston starting off 0-3, man. CJ Stroud is looking bad, bro. He's looking bad. I mean, 600 yards on the year, 3 interceptions thrown. Their offensive line terrible too. And I don't think anybody had, if you'd have asked anybody from last year, do you think Houston would be starting off 0-3? I don't think nobody will say, oh yeah, I had Houston starting off 0-3. Now the Titans, they got a rookie quarterback. You're not gonna get good overnight. I mean, the Texans did when CJ Stroud was a rookie, but yeah, I don't know. The Commanders and the Falcons, man. Jaden Daniels is out for this game, and I think Terry McLaurin gonna be out for this game, so that's gonna be ugly for the Commanders. Then the Falcons coming off that blowout by Carolina, which surprised me. The boys put a donut up. I still feel the Commanders will manage to win this game. Marcus Mariota had a wonderful game last game. Came in and balled out. Eagles and Bucks, this is going to be a good game. Battle of the quarterbacks, Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts. I got the Eagles winning this. They're going to find a way to win just like they did last week. I mean, 2 blocked field goals, you winning on every aspect of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. And special teams was big this last Sunday. A lot of big plays. Browns and Lions. Lions going to get that dub, man. They came off that win against Baltimore. Baltimore been struggling. Baltimore. You played 2 games the same way. You played Buffalo the same way you played the Lions. The same exact thing happened. Well, not the same exact thing, but the same thing happened against Buffalo week 1 is the same thing that happened against the Lions in week 3. You go over to the Browns and blow them out. It don't even be close. But then you do this. You lose to the Lions like that. On a fumble again. It's Derrick Henry just got to get his mojo back. I mean, 3 fumbles on the year already. Come on, man. Panthers, Patriots. I don't even want to get into that game. That's going to be ugly. Jaguars, 49ers. Jaguars may steal this game. 49ers are injured. Like I said, man, a lot of guys are out for the 49ers. That's going to be real interesting for the Jags if they could start off 3-1. Right behind the Colts, which are 3-0 in their division. So we shall see Sunday. Then the Colts and Rams, that's going to be a good game, man. The Colts balling out. That boy Daniel Jones, Indianapolis Jones, Indiana Jones, whatever you want to call him. He's found himself a home with the Colts, man. He's looking good this year. He got that starting role over Anthony Richardson, which is probably the best thing they could have did because that dude always hurt. And then Matthew Stafford, I mean, he's still looking good. And Puka Nakua over there looking good as well. And then they got Devontae Adams out there as well, man. Them boys, that's gonna be a good game to watch too. Colts and Rams at 3:00. Ravens and the Chiefs. Now the Chiefs finally got their win against the New York Giants. Go figure. Still don't look good. Y'all say all this stuff. Oh, they don't have their starting wide receivers. Woo. Man, Xavier Worthy coming back this week. You got what that boy name? You got Thornton over there. You still got Travis Kelce, which don't look the same. This just not the same football team that you're used to from the Chiefs. But we'll see what they do against the Ravens. Let's see if the Ravens can hold up. After these last 3 weeks have been real difficult. Nobody would have thought the Ravens would be looking like that as well, giving up so many points, and the defense is just terrible. Bears and Raiders, nah. But then Sunday Night Football, you got Green Bay Packers and the Cowboys, man. That's going to be a good old game. Good old game. You remember last time Green Bay went up into Dallas? They gave them, boy, that ass whooping up in there on the playoffs, boy. Whoop their ass. Oh, my God. And why the hell do they have the Jets and Dolphins playing on Monday Night Football? Come on, man. Okay, let's see. Kyle Hamilton supporting his defensive coordinator. Let's see what he said about Zach. This is his words. I feel like sometimes Ravens fans can be a little spoiled, just the amount of success that this franchise has had. We lose 5 games and the world's about to end. I think on Zach, it's unfair to put all the blame on him when there's 11 guys out there on the field that are playing their hearts. That's how you say that? He's put us in the right positions. It's just a matter of us doing the right stuff, which is completely true. You can't be out there with them and expect. I mean, you can't expect him to be out there with them and give them the calls and play. I mean, these boys just got to get on their stuff. I mean, Marlon Humphreys, Jair Alexander on the outside, y'all corners, they got to pick it up. I mean, and then everybody on the inside, including Roquan Smith. They're not meshing, or they don't play Raven football the way the Ravens have been known for. The Ravens' identity has always been defense. They play gritty. They play hard-nosed football. They're being physical. That's the Ravens football. That's the Ravens way. Not anymore. These boys look bad. The Baltimore Ravens defense ranks 32nd in total defense. They're last. Dead last. They're the 32nd team in defense. Last. That's total defense. Pass defense, they're 31st. Run defense, they're 30th. Points allowed, 31st. They're ranking last in all divisions. You're not going to win football games if you're letting points get scored on you. It's simple. You could put up 30, but will you stop the other team from putting up 31? No. You've seen it against the Bills, and you've seen it against the Lions. At some point, this team has to get better. This team has to merge together. And I thought with Marlon Humphreys and Jair Alexander, I thought for sure they would have at least some type of pass defense. And then Kyle Hamilton in the back. Like, I don't know what these guys need, man. That's terrible. Yeah, but that's what I got for today. That's all we got for today, man. I want to thank y'all for watching. If you're watching, and if you haven't yet, go ahead, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I got another co-host. He'll be on sometime soon, And hopefully y'all just show us some love. And yeah, man, we just gonna go up from here. Third and Reckless. Welcome back to the channel. And thank you from your boy, JP. With that being said, I'm out.